Hey guys, this is Brett Daring, and I'm here to make a video that will hopefully be pretty interesting for you guys. So when I was a kid in the early to mid 90s, my parents had a really big stereo system. Had a record player, CD player, all that stuff in it. And of course they had records that they had bought back in the 60s and 70s and even 80s. And so as a kid, I would actually listen to a lot of these records. I listened to them first before I listened to CDs or tapes. And so years went by and I stopped listening to them. But now in recent years, vinyl has made kind of a comeback. And so now you can even buy long vinyl records, long LPs, for new artists and everything. And they're even making modern record players and turntables now. So that's pretty cool and all, so I decided that I wanted to get my own record player, my own turntable. So, but there was plenty of choices out there still. So which one's the best one to get? Or which one's a good price? Which one's cheap? So I was at my mom's house earlier today. So right now, let's take a look at some of the older records that she has. So my parents bought a lot of 45s and 33s back in their day, and we can see some of them here. We got a young Barry Manilow, and the Fifth Dimension, and a lot of 60s and 70s rock groups. But one of my favorite albums to listen to as a kid was Chipmunk Rock, which is a bunch of songs that were sung by the Chipmunks. And we're going to play them real quick using my mom's record player right here. This is not a Crossley, but it's pretty much the same thing. So let's take a listen.
Sounds great. The PTA's just gonna love it, fellas. See you later.
So that definitely didn't sound very good. The sound was very tinny and weak, and there was a lot of sound bleeding over like the next track or maybe a few other seconds later. It was kind of bleeding over. You can kind of hear it both at the same time. So that wasn't very good, so definitely not a good quality player. Now, to be fair, my mom's player was sitting around for a good number of years without being used. That particular one was manufactured in 2003. I can't remember exactly what year we bought it in, but I know it's been sitting around for a long time not being used, so that could be why it doesn't sound the best. But still, probably still not a very good player to have, not if you want your records to actually sound rich and sound very good. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to get my own turntable, one that sounded better than that at least. So I went on eBay and I found this. This is an Audio-Technica AT-LP60, and this one also has the USB functionality. Now this one was highly recommended by some other YouTubers I watch for people like me who were looking for a budget turntable but was still a decent quality and sounded pretty good. So I'm taking the contents out of the box here. First we have the instruction manual, and also some C software for the USB, but that's just Audacity, which you can download very easily online for free. And we got some audio cables to hook up to your sound system, but I will not be using those for my setup. So taking the turntable out of the box here, and as you can see, it's wrapped really nice and neat, like it's brand new. And the eBay listing said this turntable was used a few times, but I don't believe that, because when you buy these turntables, there is some minor assembly required, at least for this one, because it has a belt, and you have to take this ribbon here and pull on the belt very gently, and then you insert the belt onto the motor mechanism that is in the turntable. And that's the only assembly that's really required, and it's pretty easy to do. But that was not done, so that tells me this turntable was not used. And the only thing left to do is just take this dust cover and put it on. And there you go, the turntable is all set up and ready to use. And the turntable actually looks really nice. I like the way this turntable looks. And it definitely looks brand new. So the sound system I'll be using for this turntable is this Logitech system, which is really meant for PCs, but it's all I got. And it does have RCA inputs on the back. And this system does have these satellite speakers, so that's what we'll be using. So, does it sound better? Let's listen.
Sounds great. The PTA's just gonna love it, fellas. See you later. And remember, none of that rock and roll business.
Wouldn't think of it, Dave. Hit it, fellas. Her hair is hollow gold. Her lips a sweet surprise. She'll expose you when she snows you. Off your feet with the crumbs she throws you. She's ferocious and she knows just what it takes to make a problem. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll expose you when she snows you. 'Cause she knows you. She's got Betty Davis eyes.
Well, I do think that sounds quite a bit better. So now I'm going to demonstrate the USB capture. This is something I don't think I'll be using that often, but I will show you guys how it works. So I hooked up to my laptop and recorded using Audacity, and I recorded some clips.
You were 16, my village queen, by the old mill stream. Her hair is hollow gold. Her lips a sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll turn her music on you.
Alright, well, that about wraps it up, guys. So overall, I would recommend the AT-LP60 to anybody who's looking to get into vinyl but doesn't want to break the bank. I do think it's a pretty good player for that price. Now, there are different models of the Audio-Technica LP60. There's the one I had, which is the USB. You can transfer your vinyls to digital. And there's also a Bluetooth model, and there's just a standard model that just simply plays records. And I think they also have a black one as well. But overall, though, that's it. So some of you may ask, why would someone choose vinyl? Like, out of all the different choices we have today to listen to music, you got digital, you got CDs, and you got MP3s, streaming services, and all that stuff. Why would someone choose vinyl? Well, I think my friend put it the best, and he said that vinyl is a very intimate way to listen to music. It's very intimate. You get to put the needle on the vinyl and you get to see the record spinning, and it's just There's just something about this is more novel, and it's kind of because it's kind of like how in video games where you have digital media versus physical media. You know, you have streaming services, you can download games, or you can buy them in the store through retail. It's the same thing here. It's like some prefer it physically, you know, where you have something in your hand, and others just prefer the convenience of digital. And so either way, it's good. Whichever you prefer is fine, but I still prefer physical media. And vinyl is cool because you can get different colors of vinyl, you can get different designs on vinyl, you can customize it pretty good. And still, just playing a vinyl record in a nice looking turntable is just cool looking. So I like it. So hopefully you guys like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you learned something and you enjoyed my review. And so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.